Well, we've had a catastrophic failure of the radiator. We poked a hole in it here, hoping to run back and do another turn and burn from the coast. The beach, as they say locally. Going to the beach. But we seem to have gotten a notice that shut down engine, losing coolant, blah, 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 blah. So I hopped out and I took a look, and this is what I saw. Leaving a mess everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So I know, for anybody that doesn't know, have a fountain of red stuff coming out the front of your radiator is not a usual thing. You can't do nothing about it. You can't move a muscle. These trucks, they won't let you do nothing. It's minus 25 out. It feels like minus 30 whatever. This truck is not going to overheat. Just moving down the road. But if there's no fluid in there, ooh, bad news. She won't let you move or nothing. So, been sitting here for about an hour now. And the phone calls have been going, because now you got to make your decision. I am right in the middle of nowhere, and who the hell knows? Right in the middle. Closest town is about 40 kilometers behind me. But now you gotta, here's what, for anybody that wants to know, here's what you gotta think about. So now we gotta get the truck towed. Because you're not gonna fix this, it needs a rad. If you're gonna pull it out, you might as well put a new one in. By the time they send it away to recore it and all that stuff, might as well put a new one on. So you gotta find, who do you call first? Okay, well, I can't stay here. Call the tow truck, okay? Got the tow truck coming. They're always a couple hours away. But now I got to figure out how to move the load, because they're not taking the load and the truck at the same time. It's too many pivot points or something, he said. Okay. So now I got to find somehow to move this load of lumber I got. Oh, you guys don't... Oh, I didn't show you. Look in the mirror there. It's too cold. I'm not going outside. I got a load of lumber on. So, I can't leave this here on the side of the road because, you know what the price of lumber is. This lumber would be gone faster than cupcakes at my house, I'll tell you that right now. And they move pretty fast at my house. So, I gotta find a way to move this lumber now to take it back to where I'm going. So then you play the whole thing. Well, now the rest of my week is screwed here. It's going to take a day plus where I'm at. We got to get a rad, and the rad is, well, the best deal for a rad is another 3 hours away. So I got to figure out a way to get a rad from 3 hours away back to where I am. Or do I just tow the whole thing? I don't know. It was turning out to be a beautiful load of lumber, nice and low, the same height as the cab. Yeah, it's a beautiful little spot. Somebody's leaving their red shit everywhere here, though. Son of a gun. Yeah, the truck's bleeding. This is what happens when you blow a line. It just gets, you guys can't tell, but it just gets caked, and that coolant gets everywhere. Well, Everything's in motion. If you look at it in the big picture, knock on wood, this is the first time in 1.157 million kilometers that this truck will be towed. That's a positive, right? This will be the first major repair. That's a positive, because the bill's adding up pretty fast. Well, it's looking like the cheapest I can get a rad is $2,000. And that's 3 hours away, so that has to get here. So there's going to be a delivery charge. Tow trucks, whoo, we know tow trucks. I'm predicting tow the truck and the trailer. It's got to tow the truck once, and then the trailer after that. Come back and get it. I'm predicting $2,000 for that. And we only gotta go 20 minutes away, so we'll just check my predictions. I got the diesel shop all figured out. They're gonna repair it. The mechanic. They actually get me in tomorrow. So it's amazing that in this weather, in this little town I'm in, which is full on oil field, here it is the afternoon, and then get me in tomorrow morning. That's unheard of. Unheard of. I'm predicting, well, if they'll let me, I'll start ripping and tearing it tonight if they'll let me stay in the truck before they bring it in tomorrow. Or they might have the tow truck put it, if the tow truck puts it in their shop, they won't want me staying there, so I'll have to go to a hotel. But if I'm sitting outside all night, saving a hotel bill, I'm going to sleep in the truck. I'm going to start ripping and tearing this thing tomorrow. So I'm thinking, if they'll let me. I don't know, some places don't let you or whatever. I could do it right now, but it's cold out, man. I'm predicting a full day, $2,000 plus shop supplies. Don't forget those. So what we got? 2, 4, 6,000 so far. I figure when we're all said and done, $7,000 bill. That's a guesstimate. We'll see. Stay tuned for the riveting footage of what's going to happen next. $7,000. Market. What are your bets? Tow truck? Towing the truck and the trailer separate? 25 minutes away. So they gotta come here, pick it up. So it's an hour. Both ways. Or it's an hour and then they gotta come get the trailer after because they won't do it all at once. The rad's $2,000. We know that is. We don't know what the delivery charge will be. If I can somehow find a pickup truck, I'll run to town and get it. They're open all night, so I can run there tonight, grab it, have it back in the morning. And then labor. I'm figuring all day. So let's say 8-hour day. You know what? I didn't even check what their labor rate is. It's no less than $150 an hour, I'll tell you that right now. So I don't, like I said, it's going to be up around $2,000 for labor. 246 plus incidentals, shop supplies, blah blah blah. $7,000. Let's see. Well, in the ongoing saga of Tank Kelly Trucking, the good news is the sun is shining. I totally forgot, because this truck has actually been pretty good, I totally forgot. Oh boy, here's the cops. What are they gonna do? Oh, he drove away. Woo! I totally forgot that I was having some CPC issues as this thing a couple years ago. And it left me high and dry at the Walmart down the street from our Oklahoma terminal. So I did have to get it towed there. That was about 3 miles. So I did have to have this on the tow truck before. I totally forgot. It was a long time ago. So for the most part, it's been good. It's been good. No tow truck yet. Still waiting. Oh, he moved over. That's good. A lot of them don't. Yeah, he moved over a bit. We gotta use them triangles, guys. They're there for a reason. Move over just a bit. See? Even half a lane. The view out the windshield. No. 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 The view from the hotel room. That I've completely destroyed. Hey, oh, whoa, hey, yo. Yeah. All right, I'll fill you in on the latest. So, I don't know where we're going to end up here with all the stuff I've been working on. So, truck was towed in. Trailer was towed in. Mechanics got on it first thing this morning. Tore it all apart. Got her out. The rad was sent out. Hot shot out. It arrived this morning. Mechanics tore everything out. Go to put the new rad in. It's the wrong one. Now we're on the hunt. Doing more part shopping. So I got a rad that can run up here from like 6 hours away. But we're still trying to find one closer. Turns out the parts guy didn't cross-reference parts well enough and sent the wrong one. So it turns out today's his day off too. So fancy how that works. So the adventure is real. We might have something coming now. The proper one. But we're going to stay in this hotel again one more night. So the good thing, always got to look at the positives. The truck is ready to go. All they got to do is put it in and put it all together. So it's halfway done. So it should be out of here by midday tomorrow. Stay tuned. got to be a liquor store around here somewhere. Well, there's the new wagon. I figured I'd just kind of get into something else. No, I'm not getting into logging. We're all fixed. We're all fixed. Got a new rad in there. I don't know if you can see. It's like brand new. No marks on the fins or nothing. No marks. One thing I would recommend, I don't know if you can see in there. Look at how new that looks. Now I gotta put some kind of mesh down below here so that doesn't happen again. Anytime you get work done on your truck and they pull these clamps off, or they pull off hose clamps, or they put the rad cap on, always double check hose clamps. I went around and I just because I've learned the hard way. So I get here, they said they leave it running outside. There was a puddle of coolant on the ground. You can see some remnants of it there, right there. So, well, open the hood and you see they didn't have the rad cap on right. It was on cockeyed, crooked. Anybody that's ever put these caps on crooked, you know that's happened, right? They got to go on just right and they got to flatten out like that. Otherwise, you're going to be leaking. So now we got coolant leaking everywhere. So now all I'm going to be doing is worrying about where am I leaking coolant from, because, you know, the rad cap wasn't on right. And before, I've had my air-to-air hoses off before, and they've never put the clamps on right. So you go and get that turbo working and it goes to, and it happened actually on the passenger side. You go to get some extra torque and get some horsepower out of that turbo and boom! Blows off these clamps because they aren't on there tight enough and that hose blows off. It's not a big deal, you can put them back together, but you shouldn't have to. So I went and tightened all my hose clamps even after it got out of the mechanic here. And yeah, I had to turn them all at least a couple times. And it's just peace of mind too. So I'd sure hate to get all this done and have it blow apart on the highway just from a hose, right? So yeah, we are done. Oh, got my gloves? Yeah, they're right there. We're done. We're going home. We're going home. Let me get this closed up and I'll fill you in. Okay. Let's get this beast fired up. Get some heat going here. It's actually not that bad. We're having a heat wave. It's only like minus 12. At least it's not minus 30 plus. Okay, so you want to know the damage? Everybody wants to know the damage. And it's good to know, because if you're ever going to, whew, hot, the old Visa's a little hot, woo! Son of a gun, she's been smoking this week. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Well, this is 2 nights in a hotel. Thankfully, they gave me late checkout, so I just hung out there in their lobby all day today. $300 for 2 nights in a hotel. You guys all keeping track? Okay, the bill with a whole bunch of words on it and all that bunch of stuff. But everybody wants to know what's on the last page, right? And who cares about all that stuff? We'll read all that later. You can't change nothing about it. I mean, they did me solid. They got me in here, so take a look. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see? 25 something. $2,560.50. That's the labor for putting the rad in. But anybody that's followed me a long time, or for a while, or probably nobody remembers, but a while ago I bought a water pump just in case. So I had them replace the water pump because it's got no coolant in it. Now's as good a time to do it. And this water pump has almost 1.15 million kilometers on it, so you might as well replace it. And I kept the old one. So now if this one fails, I got the old one that I know works if I'm stuck on the side of the road. So $2,561 for labor to remove and replace, basically. There was nothing to repair. But you know, doesn't matter how good the shop is, there's always something. Like I said about missing the rad cap. But I'd asked them to replace all my hoses, the upper and lower rad hoses. Because from the rad, there's a chunk of hose that goes to the cooling system. I think it's the hot. Can't remember how it goes. If it goes down to up, you know how it cycles. The coolant cycles anyway. All the hoses that go to the rad that come back to the engine, and they're all about this, but they're 3-inch hoses, right? Well, they got 1.1 million kilometers on them too. I haven't changed them yet. I asked them to change it. Oh, truck's outside running, but we forgot. Okay. No, I don't want you to drain it all and do it again. No. I want to go home. They'll be good. So they said they did inspect the hoses and they thought they were still like brand new. So that's good news. Okay, so what's the total now? So we're at $2,560 plus $300 for the hotel. The rad, well, I ended up buying 2, right? So I'm going to take the one back. This one here is $1,200, so I'll take that back, get my money back. The one that's in here now, I was able to get here for, it cost me $1,400. So $1,400. So, and I'm not complaining. I'm just letting everybody know this is what this stuff costs, right? Just in case you got your own truck and you're always wondering, if I blow a rad, what's it going to cost? So $2,560 plus $1,400 is $39.60 plus $300 is $42.60. And then the tow. So I had a tow truck come, heavy wrecker come, drug me out from under the load, put me on the hook, take me back, and then he had another truck come, grab the load of lumber and bring it here as well. So that was $1,000, $999.69. So $1,000. So the whole bill was about $5,200, and that's rounding up a little bit. So there you go. I don't know if that's good, bad, or the otherwise, but we got her handled. I'm out the door in 2 days. It would have been 1 day. It's not bad. Especially when, you know, it's been pretty good to me. Don't jinx it. Why did I say that? Oh my God. Why would I say that? You know, when you're a trucker, you never talk trucks because it just jinxes everything. Anyway. It's too late to go to Vancouver. I'm going home with it. We're going to park her there for a couple days. And then we'll figure out what the next adventure is. So, there's where we're at. Thanks for coming along and enjoying the journey. Like, dislike, I don't care. Subscribe. Why not? I never ask. And then you can see what all the mischief this meathead gets into. So, take care. Bye for now. Fancy light show tonight. Lots of ice crystals in the air tonight. Makes it look really cool.